when they start explaining to me like, yeah, he has repressed memories, so that's why he's already good at this stuff because
Yeah.
he's basically a psychopath. So I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I
Yeah.
like that. All right, I get that. Hi, everybody, and welcome to another brand new episode of Trip Around Multiverse with your host, the man who died but then lived on in another man's arm, Carl Charles.
And the final product of the solid state simulator, the Triple S,
free.
CY Chung.
And today we are carrying on. It's like a sequel to an episode we did a few weeks back on the legendary tactical espionage game that people would say revolutionized gaming. I'll be one of the people. And we're not talking about Metal Gear Solid 1 or Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake or Metal Gear 2 Snake's Revenge, the lacking American.
Well, one canon sequel and one non-canon sequel.
Yeah. We're actually talking about Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty, which came out in 2001 on the PlayStation 2.
Yeah, and just to give a little behind the scenes, we tried to record this episode last week.
Yep.
And my internet was funny, and we couldn't do that.
No.
And then we tried to record it the next day.
That failed.
And we got an hour through, and it didn't record.
Yeah.
So if there's a bit of jitterness when we're speaking about something, and we might have had to have it in this conversation.
Yeah,
we
might have had it in
three
the previous.
conversations ago. And we're talking about punchlines, and then it's actually no setup, no joke.
But maybe those last two episodes were like a simulation, like a part of this game.
Yes.
Yeah, you know,
we're canonizing it. Okay. Yes. Metal Gear Solid 2. Now you rate this game, and I don't
Highly.
because I think it's kind of messed up. I think it's certain parts that are. Look, the main problem is you expect to be playing as Solid Snake and not with Solid Snake. Well, I mean, you have bits and pieces here and there, right?
Yeah.
But the main bulk of the issue is how they market it as though you are going to be Solid Snake, and then use all the footage for the tanker.
Yeah.
And then when you play the game, the tanker level's like, what, 2 hours-ish?
If that, yeah.
3 hours, let's say, depending if you're watching all the cutscenes and doing all the stuff you're meant to be doing. Oh, grabbing all the dog tags and all that stuff, because that could be 7 hours it took, right? And then you're playing as someone else, and it's just like, well, hold on a second. So if they advertise it as a Raiden game and saying Solid Snake, you can play as a Solid Snake's colleague or whatever it is, right? Then I'd be like, okay, understood, yeah. But don't give me the game that I'm not getting and then pretending, yes, here you are.
Well, in a way, right? Like I said in our previous conversations that I applaud them for what they did, because if you do watch the trailers of like just the tank a bit, nothing really happens. So it's kind of like, imagine that was the game. Like, okay, all you do is just do that and then that's it. Because in the trailers, like the original trailers for like Metal Gear Solid 1 and stuff, shows like bits of the bosses and stuff like that. But the tank, they don't show nothing. So it would have been like that. Like that would have been 2001's version of Death Stranded, where like Death Stranded is just a walking simulator. That's what Metal Gear Solid 2 would have been. It's like, you're in a tanker, you're gonna take pictures of a Metal Gear, and then well saved. So like, okay. So
well, I think the other issue is this, right? You got this geezer called Urkus Pliskin later in the game, who has the voice of Solid Snake and looks like Solid Snake, and then we're told he is not Solid Snake, but there is a geezer who is called Solid Snake,
but who
doesn't sound like Solid Snake, and he does not look like Solid Snake. So what's that about?
Well, realistically, like in this game, there's literally like 3 technically like Solid Snake or Snake code names, because you got obviously Solid Snake, and then you got Raiden, who's Snake for all of like 2 minutes, and then you got Solid Snake / Solid Snake, who's pretending to be Solid Snake as a terror. Yeah.
And then you got Liquid Ocelot, who's actually no, because he's Liquid Ocelot, he's not a snake, but he is, because then Look, if we count him as also a limb, yeah, 1/8 of his body.
But technically, he's not Liquid Ocelot yet. He's still just Revolver Ocelot.
Oh yeah,
It's
yep,
not till
Okay, that's fair.
2 games.
That's
later?
fair.
Yeah. Was it 2 games? Yeah.
But I think that's it's the mismarketing. I think that caused a little bit of a problem with what you're expecting. It should have been fairer to what they were.
Yeah.
I think I would have given it a bit more leeway. Because it doesn't matter if you introduce new characters to the lore and you're like, okay, you're going to be playing a not necessarily a side mission. You're going to play a mission not as this particular character. And people are like, okay, as long as it's expanding the universe, fine.
Yeah.
Some people might not buy it because it's not Solid Snake or what, fine, but that's all right. But
even then, like I get the backlash years later, right, about it. But back then, I don't see why there's much of a backlash about it, because in Metal Gear Solid 1, you don't really learn much about Snake anyway. He's not got like a legacy as he does by like the time of Metal Gear Solid 4. So it's like you play the guy for one game, you don't really learn nothing really much about him. It's not until the other games you learn more of his backstory and stuff. So he's kind of like a blank slate, like Raiden.
Yeah. But the other issue is, here's this, right? Like you said, okay, Solid Snake, we know he's basically an 80s action hero-ish.
Yeah.
But he's a cool guy.
Yeah.
That's what we can take away from it. This is a cool dude that does the sneaking missions and stuff like that, and we're like, and he manages to do them. He's not hyper invulnerable like your boy Vin Diesel, but even then, if we're talking about Stallone or Schwarzenegger in the 80s as well, they do the exact same stuff, right?
Yeah.
He sometimes barely scrapes by and stuff.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like, it's all set up to get him to a certain point so he can do the dirty work for the bad guys. So and dirty work for the good guys as well, because betrayals, the government, right?
Triple turns and all that stuff. Yeah.
But then you get Raiden here, who is like, I've done multiple sneaking missions in VR, right?
Yeah.
And it turns out he's some dude called Jack the Ripper when he was a kid.
Yeah.
Huh? So to got these false memories and all this other stuff, and just like, hold on a second, yeah, you can probably be one or the other, but then be like, let's just start off like a blank state and then go, actually, right, when we peel back the layers, we even fool the people that are playing the game. Like, that's a bit too much for me.
I get that.
I know I'm a bit exaggerating.
Yeah, no, but I get what you mean. But like, because what people tend to forget as well, Snake. Well, I'm gonna say Snake. Liquid has, in a way, the similar background to Raiden, because like he's a child soldier and does all that stuff in. What was he done in? I think it was Angolia. If I remember, in Phantom Pain, yeah, you find him at Angolia. Spoiler, and he's like some leader of a child soldier army. So yeah,
hold on. Let me just stop you there for a second, right? Yeah. Not because you're spoilers, but at the point that they were writing this game, do you think they had that? No. Okay, so it's not to say, by the way, what you're saying is invalid because.
Yeah, but I know what you mean. Because
if they had if they did that and worked towards it, and then you'd be like, okay,
yeah, that makes sense. It's kind of mirroring
like they're rectifying Raiden by rewriting Liquid Snake.
But you even do that with Snake, like more like. It's obvious, like Hideo didn't think so far ahead, like to Phantom Pain or Guns of the Patriots or Snake Eater. So like, I feel like this game is where he made up a lot of lore for the characters, and then kind of like try to justify it in the next 5 games.
Yeah.
I
was as well. You're talking about the lore, right? So basically, as well as the game is, the enemies. Fat Man, Fortune, Vamp, and Solid the Snake, they're not as a wild bunch as Foxhound was. Like Foxhound meant they were like Vulcan, Raven, Sniper, Wolf, Revolver, Ocelot, Decoy, Octopus, Liquid Snake himself, and I feel I'm forgetting someone. Psycho Mantis.
Yeah.
They all had their gimmicks. They're all different characters and stuff like that. The Dead Cell. What this group is called.
Dead Cell. Yeah.
They just didn't seem to have that much variety between them, and it just as part of the game, they're there to mimic what went on in Shadow Moses. Which then it's like, hold on a minute, isn't this game meant to be a new game and not a replica of Shadow Moses? And then they justify it by going, oh, it's a Sonic Simulator, therefore it is meant to be like Shadow Moses.
But then
it's like, oh, hold on a sec.
I kind of see that
You're
as
trying
like
to be a bit too clever there.
I kind of see that as like Hideo being meta, like seeing the complaints of people say, "Oh, the sequel to this game is not the same because it's not like the other one." So he's kind of like taking the piss in a way, like, "Oh yeah, you know, I'm gonna make this so similar, but not similar."
It does work in the context of the game because you do get to type your name in at the beginning on your dog tags, right?
Yeah.
And then at the end, right, then you got Raiden's dog tags, and he's like, "Nah, I want to throw them away." This is not when Solid Snake asks him about the name on the dog tags, and they say, "This is not my name anymore," or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, fine, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Right, but not. But well, what if you type the name of Jack the Ripper into the dog tag thing at the beginning?
Then does
he deny his previous existence?
Yes.
I don't know.
I was like,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Go on.
No, I was just saying, yeah, like it's a funny game when you look back at it now. Like
it's a murky game. I will say there's some bits that I do like gameplay wise, and there's more storyline bits that I do not like, only because it's like, what is the like? I know where you're trying to go with this, right?
Yeah.
But you didn't need to do it this way. Gameplay wise, though, let's just go through a couple of things.
Yeah, gameplay wise,
quicker. Yeah. The story is complex,
and
sometimes I don't want to say necessarily contradictory, yeah. But there's lots of weaving in and out. We have to dissect it with.
Yeah.
The controls, you could just say I like this or like that, or how they right. It's very straightforward.
Yeah.
I do like how they did it with the first person mode.
Yep. That's a big improvement.
Obviously, the graphic looks way better. When you can choke out, like it's easier to choke out someone now instead of just standing right beside them, where you have to be within a certain reach.
Yeah.
And then you might knock into them. Whereas I think it's more forgiving the frames between
like
stopping and grabbing.
I would kind of say it's kind of like Resident Evil, because like, well,
you can't choke out a zombie in Resident Evil.
No, I mean,
but you can beat them up.
No, I mean,
Resident Evil 4, yeah.
You know, in Metal Gear Solid 1, Snake kind of moves a bit tankish, like, you know, in Resident Evil. And, so in number 2, he's Snake and Raiden is more like kind of free flowing.
Yeah.
Not till like when you get to the newer games, where there's a lot more. But you know what I mean? It's more freedom when you're moving, rather than like you got to run, kind of stop to turn and like sort of stuff like in the other one, in the first one. So yeah, I really like that.
I thought you were talking about Resident Evil 4, where you could Northern Lights suplex.
No, that's awesome. Never badmouth that.
But yes, so that was and then Snake's got this forward roll.
Yeah.
That knocks down people like bowling balls.
Yeah.
And Raiden's got the jump split kick.
Yeah, it's like
thing.
As we
but not the Van Damme one I'm talking about.
No, he's got like
a cartwheel forward kick.
Free as we call it, an aerial or free cartwheel. Yeah, where you don't use your hands.
And then when he has when he doesn't have his suit, he cups his stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So they play slightly different, but they are slightly the same because it is a sneaking game after.
Yeah. Because like,
I think
there's small differences with them.
Yeah.
Because like Raiden's a bit faster than Snake.
Yeah. And Snake has got punch kick combo, and I think Raiden's got a roundhouse or something.
I can't remember. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. About that.
But I personally think the trank one, because you start off with the tranquilizer.
Yeah.
And I think that makes the game so much easier.
Yeah.
A bit too easy. I know, like, it's good that you can hold up people now as well and make them shake their booties so you can get rations or whatever it is, or the items, But it's also like, now that you can enemy, you try and can enemy, whatever, the body doesn't disappear.
Yeah.
You got to shake the body, or if they've dropped their ammo, whatever. You put them in the locker. Like you trank them, you put them in the locker, or you crack their neck and you put them in the locker. And that's a good mechanic.
Yeah. It's a great mechanic. I really like it. Yes.
Though you got to say how efficient the crew is when they're like, okay, where's this person?
Yeah. Where's Tony? He's normally here at this point, but I don't know where he is. Yeah. But like,
I like that. Go on.
No, because I like the tranquilizer. Like you said, it does make it a lot easier, which is a good thing and a bad thing. But And I like how they kind of nerf it by saying, "Oh yeah, it sticks, so you can't do like rapid fire." Like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Or you can just grab a trank and pull them out and reload your gun as well, because then like that's what you do something. Like if we were in Walking Dead where we got Daryl's
crossbow. Yeah, just pull it out.
Pull out the crossbow.
Back in the
what I do like, which is random, is that when you shoot them in the head with the trank, they instantly fall asleep. If you shoot them in a body part, they kind of take a while to flop over.
Yeah.
If you shoot them in the nuts, right, then they're instantly out as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And but there's no female soldiers, so we don't know if the old pro wrestling.
Yeah. If it.
Well, yeah.
If they know sell or sell it. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Because in pro wrestling, sometimes we hit lady in the nether regions, they do sell it, and sometimes they don't sell it, and
it's a weird,
Yeah.
Depend what day of the month is. Yeah.
Exactly. I think they're more vulnerable. You're gonna calculate the calendar of when the cycle is. Yeah?
If this is peak, then she'll be instantly out. If not, it could take 2 days. You're like, oh, okay. That makes strange sense.
That's us kayfabing it though. We don't.
No.
But it's just hilarious. If that's the case,
Yeah.
Okay. Buy it weird. For some reason, even though.
Yeah, you have to. That's
fine. I like it as well. Okay, it's a graphical upgrade, but now when you look back at the graphics, it's very clean.
Yes.
There's no scuff marks or anything like that. There's no. There's texture, but sometimes it's all like metal, plastic-looking, straightforward stuff.
Yeah, nothing like jagged or anything. Yeah, it's
not like, for example, if in the tank or the big shell, there's rust on some stuff. It's still like more.
Yeah, that's probably
paint job.
Yeah, that's probably because of graphical reasons, isn't it? Like if that was now, it would be like texturized and everything, and take like 7 years to load.
Yeah, it's just when you look at games now and then look back games back a couple of generations, you're like, okay. But as far as the jump from Metal Gear Solid to Metal Gear Solid 2, graphically it looks amazing.
Yeah, it looks amazing. Like Metal Gear Solid 1.
Like you're saying.
Yeah, like when you look at Metal Gear Solid 1, even then the graphics was a bit like, oh. But then it's PlayStation.
Yeah, but even though at the time of Metal Gear Solid 1, those graphics look amazing. Even though there was no face on it.
There's no face. Different shades.
The mouth didn't move.
Yeah.
They had no hair. I mean, like the hair was solid.
Yeah.
And their mouth had a perm.
Their mouth was like pixelated, so they didn't have to do mouth movement. Yeah.
Yeah. But here you had rain as well.
That rain was quite good in that.
Yeah. Wow. Like, I mean, the tank is shifting up and down. Like, there's stuff that you think, oh right, that's cool for them to do.
Yeah.
Now that they probably thought, oh, we could do it then, but we couldn't really do it then.
Yeah.
Now, it's probably some stuff as well. Probably during the MSX or NES days that Hideo Kojima was like, I'll make a note of this.
Yeah.
I can't do it now. But
then
in a couple of
10 years time, I will be able to do whatever I want. Yeah.
Exactly. You can implement that stuff. Because in the old Metal Gear, when you had to go and when you had the gas mask on, right, for example, right, and you need a key card, right, it's on the same
carousel
screen.
Or yeah.
So then you have to kind of basically take the gas mask off to put the key card on.
Yeah.
To open the door. So that's
graphical limitations.
Like they changed that in Metal Gear Solid 2 where you could slide the different thing. Actually, no, one's still ammo, one's still the thing magic, right?
You
still actually have to swap.
Like your weapons and stuff, and then the other one is like one's weapons, the other one is like health, key cards, this that. Yeah. 2 different carousels. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It was confusing at first, but got used to it.
What did you think of the boss battles?
So the Fat Man boss battle was quite funny because you're just chasing the guy around on skates and then defusing bombs.
An overweight man in a big, massive raincoat, overcoat on skates, which is like a really weird combination, but
and drinks wine with a straw. Yeah, it was really weird. Yeah. That battle was okay. It wasn't the hardest of them.
No. But then the final bomb being underneath it. So he did. Do you ever read the first encounter with Superman had with Batman? when he went to Gotham?
Trying to remember that.
Okay, so Magpie was the villain. I don't know if they retconned it. I can't remember it, but I know they were chasing Magpie. Superman's like, I don't like your type of hero, your type of
vigilantism,
criminal justice that you dispense upon people in here, right?
Yeah.
And Batman's like, I live for fear, so I don't fear you though. And I tell you what, Superman, I got a bomb on one of these citizens in Gotham. So if you stop me doing anything, that bomb will go off, and you would have killed someone incidentally, yeah. And it's no one you know. Of course, he's no one you know, but he's like,
yeah,
it's a random citizen.
Who could it be?
So and you can read my heartbeat. You can listen to my heartbeat, see if I'm telling the truth or not. Okay. And then Batman, it basically blackmailed Superman into doing the mission with him, right?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
And then Batman's like, "Coolio, we got the Magpie. And by the way, that bomb that on that random citizen, it was on me all along." All right. Okay.
Trust issues, yeah.
But that's the same with Batman, right? When you disarm all the bombs, yeah, and then there's one last bomb, he's having one last laugh, and the bomb is underneath his body all the time.
Yeah, so you got to like drag him and then you dispose the bomb. But I like the lead up to that. Like, I liked how you found out he used to work for the CIA or whatever. Then he went he became egotistical and then started blowing up stuff. And then his mentor, who helps you, but then he sacrificed himself to save you.
Yeah,
really.
His mentor who had a cane when he was in the game. Yeah. Not Kane, not Glenn Jacobs.
Not Jane
He had a cane. He was walking with it, and then he's like, actually, you know what? I all this time pretending. I lent into the disability.
Yeah.
Right? Just like in the Prestige, right? They pretend that the other twin they don't exist.
Yeah.
It's like, I was ashamed of something that was called, and then the bomb went. So then I just psychosomatic just decided. Yeah.
I'll get more sympathy if I say my leg got blown off or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. You're like, that's a long con, bit much, but okay, sure.
Yeah. But hey, and then in the end he could he could defuse the bomb because he could make it across the thing in time.
Yeah. And then
this is where also when the first time you meet Stillman and you're riding and you already met Urkus Pliskin, who is saying stuff like Semper Fi and who dares wins and stuff like that, and then he walks up and Stillman's like,
bro, don't trust him. Yeah.
He's meant to be a Marine, right?
So
he's saying stuff from all this other places, right?
Like the British Armed Forces, and then from you're like, that doesn't make logical sense. He's obviously well trained, but where from? That's a bit fishy, mate.
Mm-hmm. But between me and we know he's Solid Snake.
He's
just doing a dirty troll job on Raiden.
Yeah.
For no reason. Other than it entertains them apparently, but hey.
Yeah. Poor guy. Ooh.
Yeah. So Fat Man. Yeah. I kind of I mean I did kind of enjoy the battle, right? You got to freeze the bombs and stuff like that. Right? But there wasn't much to it.
No. You could tell it was like a warm-up boss fight.
No. We missed. We started incorrectly. Olga Galukovich is the.
On the tanker. Yeah. We got tank when you got. It's just like a standoff, really, isn't it? You hide behind the box.
Where she had a blade, and then she shot the she had to put it at the back of the handle.
Yeah.
Which Snake dodges. She throws the knife, and he decides to shoot the knife out of the air with his tranquilizer gun. Yeah. For no reason, right?
Because reasons. Yeah.
Yeah, you could just duck it, but whatever, right? And then there's it's an overhead battle, and then you could do it. No, is it a first person battle?
You can do either way, right? You can do it either way because you hide behind how I remember I did it. I hid behind a box and then jumped up first person and boop, and you basically trank her. Yeah.
Yeah. But you can shoot the lights out, the big spotlights out as well, so it doesn't give away your position. So good stuff like that.
That was revolutionary at the time. Yeah.
Yep. Then you had Fat Man, and then you had to fight. Is it which order is it? Vamp and Fortune?
No, I think. Oh, because I know there's that fake boss fight where, Fortune's shooting at you, but you can't really do nothing. You got basically like.
Oh yeah. That's that's on the bridge. Yeah.
Yeah, and then. I think after that, it's the one where you fight Solidus and the plane.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's when Solidus gets hit in the eye, and then he wears the eye patch afterwards to look like his father. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one was pretty easy because you choose a Stinger missile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think though obviously it was meant to replicate the Liquid Snake battle. So
I'm getting in this hind now. That battle, yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit too on the nose on that one, but
yeah.
I did like the vamp battles while they're underwater. Well, no, the one where you're in the water and in and out of the water, where you're jumping around.
How did you beat him in that one? Because I did it an awkward way, if I remember correctly. And then I found out the second time round that's not how you do it. Like, oh.
Go on, tell me.
I just kept on tranking him.
Yeah, isn't that what you're meant to be doing?
Because apparently you're meant to use a Stinger missile.
I think there's probably multiple ways to do it, right?
Because I remember...
but I'm pretty sure I, like you, tranked him as well.
Because I remember I did it some
But at that point, by the way, that point,
we
might not have actually got the... Because sometimes... Because you start the trank gun, you can use it for all the boss battles. So you don't even need to get the correct equipment.
No. It was something. I remember I done it a stupid way. It might have been, or I didn't use trank. I did something else. I remember it, and then went until the second playthrough and I asked someone. I was like, "Oh no, you do it this way." I was like, "What?" And my brother's like, "Wow, that makes sense."
And the stinger can track.
Yeah,
you know.
I think it was other way. It was 1 to 2. I done it some stupid way.
But if you're using the guns, you got to anticipate where he's going.
Yeah.
And shoot.
Where
Yeah, like a couple of seconds ahead.
Yeah,
like you gotta do the Goku versus hit pre Ultra Instinct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where you block ahead of where he's gonna punch you.
But before we move on to the next battle, then, what did you think of Vamp as a character?
As I don't think he leaned into the vampness of it.
Yeah.
However, right.
Yeah.
When he initially was the Chinaman. Now,
oh yeah,
that'd have been something, right? Because they were saying, oh, they kind of base it a bit on Jet Li, and he can run up the walls and stuff like that and stuff. And I'm like, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Right. Because then you could have a vampire-ish character.
Yeah.
And you could have a separate guy as well.
Yeah.
But they just combined them together, and I was like, okay.
Not sure.
You know?
I was kind of glad he wasn't like a real It's not even a spoiler for the next games. Like, I'm not gonna say what he is, but I kind of like that he wasn't like a supernatural vampire, because that'd be like super weird. Like, how does this?
Well, the thing
but then
in these games,
with Fortune, you can kind of feel like, okay, supernatural kind of can be a thing. We'll get into her, yeah.
So in these games, anything personally, right?
Yeah.
Anyone that has powers, I'll just say is an enhanced individual.
Yeah.
So if Vamp was to have vampire powers, they would have been nanomachines or something like that. Like a biological whatever, because you can make Fox that, right?
Yeah.
How altered his genetics to become vampire-like.
Yeah.
Or he had some technology that can help him simulate vampire abilities.
Yeah.
But outright have supernatural characters, like some dude turning into a werewolf, for example. That's a bit.
Yeah, that's what we like. Okay, where do you sit? Like, it's like.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah. Like you're saying as well, with Fortune, where she has that thing that Salva has, where your organs are born on the other side of your body.
Oh, is that?
Solidus tried to shoot her in the heart, and he didn't kill her because body flipped. And then she empowers herself by calling out her own name, and then she can actually deflect the bullets without the EMP, whatever it is.
Machine
device.
Yeah. Because, like, even her backstory is kind of, like, sad. Because, like, is it really that sad? Because all it really is, right, is that her dad was Lieutenant Dolph or whatever on the tanker. And then he died. But then...
Yeah.
Did she go crazy? I can't remember. Did she go crazy or something after that? And then that's why she joined Dead Cell.
Well, revenge, isn't it?
It
would be.
It's Metal Gear, everything's for revenge, yeah. I should have realised that.
Yeah.
The key nominating that.
And then you had to fight a whole bunch of Metal Gears.
Yeah.
Which is a bit weird because, like, one of these Metal Gears is a walking tank, right?
Yeah.
Yet somehow a man with Stinger missiles can take down a whole 12 of them. And we will say this, right? This is the logic, okay? If you're going to war, yeah, you never have one guy running around with a Stinger missile trying to fight a whole bunch of machines. So they didn't calculate it into the simulation. They thought, okay, we'll be fighting tanks, and armored vehicles and whatever, right? We're not
And
gonna have
humans,
this one person. There's one thing we have to concentrate on that can destroy our thing, because it's like, please, we can just step on them.
Yeah.
No, apparently that is their weakness.
No. Human. Yeah.
You know, the ones that you don't think about, right? You don't think there's who is this insane fool that would come?
Who would do this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, human. Like, I kind of give it though. I think like there's some word in the script in that like the Metal Gear Rays are not as powerful as Metal Gear Rex.
Yeah.
Because they're amphibian or whatever. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Or aquatic, whatever the word is. Yeah.
You know, by the way, do you like it in the when in the tanker level where Metal Gear Ray jumped up on the ramp or whatever it is, and then he did the roar slash screech, yeah. But really, they mimic the sound where it's the metallic parts of the machine moving. You know, that's what it is. It's like it didn't roar by itself, right? I was like, okay. You know?
I get it. Yeah.
yeah. I get what you're doing there, right?
Yeah, you haven't took that now. Okay. Oh. It's quite smart. I mean, that's quite a smart way to do it.
Yeah, even though it's like opening its fangs or whatever it is, it's just like, oh yeah. Yeah. How did you beat Solidus?
With the sword.
No, yeah, but did you use any technique? I'll explain in a minute.
I don't think I did, because I wasn't really smart about it then, so I just think I just.
Okay, so because he's blind in that particular eye.
Yeah.
I don't remember which eye it is now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did the thing where I strafed around in that direction.
Oh.
So I came where he couldn't see.
That makes
Not that it helped too much, but it did help enough. You know.
That makes sense though.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never thought about that.
It's like what Green Arrow should have did when he was fighting Deathstroke, right?
Yeah. Go for the outside with no eye. Yeah. That makes sense. Oh man. Huh. That fight was pretty good as well. Yeah.
And he had his Dr. Octopus arms, cannon things. Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
At that point, Raiden's got all his memories back as well, and he's like I say full on Jack the Ripper mode, but he's not really. No. He's still kind of like trying to not be, but I just don't. By the way, overall, I don't think the boss battles had enough variety to them, and there wasn't enough bosses to match Metal Gear Solid. You know,
it's the same amount, isn't it?
No, Foxhound there was like 6 of them.
But I think the boss battles are equal as because you got.
Well, first of all, remember you had to fight Liquid Snake 5 times, so you probably fought Liquid Snake himself more times than you fought the entire of Dead Cell.
So you fight Liquid in the Hind D, and then in Metal Gear.
Yeah, twice in Metal Gear.
Yeah, on top of Metal Gear, yeah, and then.
No, you fight him twice in Metal Gear.
Yeah, but I kind of that's kind of just like one battle.
Oh, okay.
So that's still 3.
Yeah.
And then
on top of Metal Gear, yeah.
Yeah.
And in the car.
Yeah. Still, yeah. But then in this, so you fight Ogre.
Yeah.
And then Fat Man, that fake fight with Fortune in the bunker.
Well, yeah, but that's not really you know.
Well, then you can kind of say it's not.
No, but
the tanker one
it's not a proper boss battle. I wouldn't say it's a. You know.
Okay, well, won't count that then. But then you got the Hind D fight.
Yeah.
And then
you got to fight Vamp twice. Once it's a snipe battle.
That. Yeah. And then you don't actually fight Fortune, do you?
I don't recall.
No, I don't think you actually fight her because by the time that's when she kind of gets betrayed by
her heel face turn.
Yeah.
Well, at that point, Solidus decided he's just going to turn on everybody.
Then you might be right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but then would you count you and Snake fighting all those bad guys in that little arena bit?
Oh, where the Colonel goes crazy?
Yeah. Was that? I don't know. No, because that's kind of like a shootout in the.
By the way,
NFL.
Fish and Mailed.
Yeah.
Fish and Mailed was the one that got everybody.
I was like, wait, what? Why?
Yeah, and then you got the little thing as though the screen moves to the death screen.
Yeah, and you have to carry on that little screen in the corner, like, wait, this is weird. Yeah. Oh, saying that, the best bit is when Colonel starts bugging out and he goes, "Turn off the game right now." Like, wait, what?
Yeah.
I almost did it. I was like, wait. why would he tell me to turn off? Plus, I haven't saved in like an hour. I'm not gonna do this. And then,
yeah, but okay. So, yeah, this going to the actual story. Yeah, the tanker level, like the tanker part of it, when you're playing Solid Snake, is straightforward. There's no twisty, turny things.
No.
It's just here's the setup, right?
Yeah.
So we can maneuver that out of the way.
Yeah.
When you're playing as Raiden, and then it turns out you're not Raiden. No, when you're playing as the new character, and it turns out you're Snake, but then you're not Snake.
Yeah.
You're Raiden.
Yeah.
All right, fine. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you got Rose and the Colonel, right?
Yeah.
Rose trying to ask Raiden about the particular day.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know. I
don't know.
I've got a mission to do, lady. I can't indulge in your.
I can't indulge in your trivial pursuits right now. You know, the board might end, and you know, I need to kind of focus on that. Okay, Raiden, I'll ask you later. All right.
Okay, Jack.
Oh, sorry, yes. Okay, Jack.
Kayfabe name, you know.
Yeah. Not on screen, bother. Yeah. It's just
yeah.
like I like the Rose and Jack dynamic, right? But then. Like, I like when she trickles in bits about him. You're like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm getting more to know about this guy's character, right? But then sometimes it's like, dude, like even Ryman said, like you got conflict of interest. You shouldn't be doing this because this is quite serious, you know. But you're gonna tell me about not hugging you.
Turns out she was a fake all along.
Oh, was she?
Well,
yeah, that's where it gets confusing for me.
She was meant to be there. She at these particular times, blah blah blah, to get in a relationship with him.
Yeah,
if you say so.
But you know what? Like, there's a bit of where in the game where it gets a bit confusing. Where are you actually talking to her? Like, there's the bits where you're actually talking to her, but then there's bits AI of her doing it as well. Yeah,
exactly. So it's like, until like you said about the Colonel, right? It's like the whole thing could have been a fake version of her. Using the real memories of her. Yeah. Except she does appear at the end of the game as well in person.
So like,
but we don't know how much of that is actually her.
Yeah.
That was in the entire game.
Yeah.
But we definitely know she does exist.
She does exist. Because it could just throw me off a bit where there's a bit in the monologue when the Colonel kind of tells you about what's happening. Then she talks like a robot, sort of like, yes, and we did this, blah, blah. So that's obviously not her because that'd be really weird if that was her. But yes, yeah. So
that's the way it is. Okay. So you have to explain to me, right?
Yep.
What about the craziness of the in-game story that you enjoyed? And not that I'm gonna go and turn it back, flip on you, and say whatever, right?
Yeah.
But I'd like to get your opinion as a person who enjoyed the game more than most. I would like to get your opinion.
Okay, so there's many things I like about the story. Like I like all the Raiden stuff, him and his child soldier stuff, and how it kind of drip feeds you more about him and all that stuff.
Did you like that they tried? Okay. Was it okay by you that they pretended that Raiden didn't have any of this skill, and then later on they revealed that he was a child soldier, but he thought those memories were nightmares and they didn't exist, and then somehow slowly peeled the layers of reality back into his mind?
I just
would you have been
gone.
No, I was going to say, would you have preferred it if they just kind of alluded to it in the story, like not necessarily, he's like speaking about his background, or they're saying something about, your background, and he's all dodging it, and then you get a big reveal. You gradually build to the reveal later on, rather than, you know what? I've been in all these study state simulations and VR missions over 300 times, right?
Yeah. See,
and then as though he's a rookie.
See, I kind of don't mind that, the rookie thing, because you get you have that sort of like in films, don't you? Like,
yeah.
So I didn't mind that, and I when they started explaining to me like, he has repressed memories, so that's why he's already good at this stuff because he's basically a psychopath. So I was like, okay, I like that. All right, I get that, and so I like that part of it, and I like the whole, even though it's a bit like that's a bit convenient, introducing that Solidus basically adopted him and then melded him more into a weapon, and then kind of like, I don't need no more, and just disappeared and became president. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then became a terrorist right afterwards. But yeah, so I like that sort of stuff. I always have like I don't know, like one of my favorite things in me is like when a weird father-son dynamic, and then either it going good or going bad, i.e. like Batman and his Robins, or for example, Solidus and Raiden. So I always like that sort of
Or
stories.
even Big Boss and Solid Snake, right?
Yeah, but then I don't know about that one because they don't really. I don't think Snake doesn't meet Big Boss till he's like in his 20s. Yeah,
Well.
yeah. He meets Liquid when he's like a child.
Well,
anyway.
no. Yeah, I mean, at this point, right?
Yeah.
Metal Gear,
Yeah.
the first game,
Hmm.
he met Big Boss, but then as it turns out, that's actually not Big Boss. That is,
that is Venom Snake or
yeah.
Phantom
So
Snake. Whatever.
you know,
Yeah. Ugh, timelines are crazy. And then so I enjoyed that part, and then I enjoyed the whole weird AI disassimilation and how a secret robotic government is controlling the world and shaping it to go towards this, even though it's way ahead of its time. And I think because I hear people talk about this now, and I find it hilarious because of I knew about it from this game, so I know it's not real. So I think that's another reason why I kind of over the years enjoyed it more when I saw how people were talking about AI now.
so you see, that's the thing, right? If I played this game now, like 20 years later, I'd be like, you know what? Yeah, I don't think it's bad, by the way. Yeah.
No.
But all the craziness is like, you know what? I'm in it and I'm with it, right? Rather than when you're playing it before and you're like,
huh? Yeah.
What is going on here?
Seems a bit too much.
Who's been snorting cocaine before they put this game together?
So I like that, and then I like the weird how it tries to be like, okay, the game's written by a Japanese dude, but it's super American patriotic. Like they end up landing on Ellis Island when it's actually was it not Independence Day? Oh, a very significant day in American history, April 15th or whatever it is. Yeah, that's gonna annoy me. So I like all that sort of like stuff. It's like, oh, this is super patriotic, and you're like, but it's not at the same time because the government doesn't want us to be free. Yeah, it's all that weird stuff, and I find it's like, I don't know, as like a 15-year-old, it gripped me. I was like, oh wow, this is beyond its time. I don't understand this, but I understand it. Yeah, I don't know. I just like it. I don't know. It's a weird. I like the end as well, where Raiden's like when Snake. That little speech Snake has with Raiden at the end as well. And I like that. It's like, you know...
Like passing on your genes.
Yeah. And I think that's another thing that's been in my brain that stopped me doing certain things in my life. And how I have certain views on certain things. All right. It's that... Yeah. I don't know. And what I did find funny, though, that ending where they're talking, have that big discussion. Just in the middle of, like, Wall Street, whatever it is. It's like... So, he will go into work not noticing that there's a big, like... vessel in the middle of the city, but I was gonna go on like nothing.
Okay, they're like, you know, what's that? Oh yeah, Jason takes Manhattan, right?
Yeah.
Where when the lady's point, you were saying someone, one of the characters pointing out why there's craziness going on, and then what the other character in the castle was like, "Welcome to New York."
You're like,
I'm like, yeah, well, she ain't wrong.
She ain't wrong, but
it's a completely different medium and a completely different series. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, okay, sure. Oh.
Yeah.
It's just that, and I always just found that funny. But I know there was certain bits that they were gonna have in it as well, but got cut out obviously because 9/11 happened, so you cut out bits of it. Because I think. I know there's two bits in this game where the Twin Towers is going to be featured, but they cut it out because of what happened. Like, oh, I'll have to see what it was. But yeah, I just like the craziness of it. Like, and it's meaningful.
It is definitely wacky, I say that.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid, okay, so Metal Gear Solid is pretty straightforward for a game. Even though there's twists and turns within the story, it's pretty straightforward, right?
Until they start mentioning presidents and stuff, but yeah.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater, is pretty straightforward as well. Yeah. You go into a mission, you infiltrate the mission. Here, it is straightforward. You're supposed to do something, except that then there's a whole bunch of other things going on.
Yeah.
Is everything real? Is it fake? Is it? Do we lure your horse for a specific reason? Do we even know what we're doing ourselves?
Yeah.
What is going on with us, right?
Yeah. And I love it.
But that's the thing. I think that partially you're like, okay, let me look at this game X amount of years later and go, you know what? I get it now.
Yeah, it's like,
or maybe I still won't get it, but I think I'm more lenient towards the craziness because I've played it and I've got a feel for it. So if I decide I'm going to play Metal Gear Solid 2, I know what I'm in for.
Yeah.
Whereas, at the time, the first time I played it, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Though I will say as well, did you buy it separate from your PlayStation or did you buy the box with the game?
No, I bought it separate from PlayStation. Yeah, I bought it just willy-nilly, just the cartridge. Not cartridge, sorry. The
cartridge?
Yeah,
You might have bought a pirate one, mate.
I had the N64 version. That's why it was terrible. I was thinking, that's got the box standard normal one.
Did you get the one with the making of disc?
I don't think I did. No.
Okay.
Because I think
my one came with the console in the box art and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It came with a making of disc as well. I don't know if they still have it with that special edition disc or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's probably on YouTube.
Did you ever play Substance?
No.
Metal Gear 2 Solid 2 Substance.
I wanted to.
No, Substance. Sorry, Substance. Because the Metal Gear Solid 3 version was called Substance.
Yeah. No, I didn't play it because I know it just they had the VR missions and stuff, and I'm not really bothered about that. And then
European Extreme Hard probably.
Yeah. Oh. And I was like, I ain't gonna do that. And I think then it's like weird bits. They kind of, I think
they had. No, go on.
No, go on, because I think you might be saying what I'm gonna
say. They had Snake Tails.
Yeah.
It isn't right.
Mm.
But okay, so first of all, right, when you finish the game, you expect to be able to. You think, okay, now this is a game about Raiden, right? But we are now gonna get extra levels. Or the additional story, half of the story, when we play as Snake, aka Iroquois Pliskin, on the other half of the big shell.
Yeah.
No, never. Not was that. It wasn't there.
Oh.
Then you're thinking, all right, the next edition, Substance.
Yeah.
Will have it.
Yeah.
They do kind of have it, but they kind of don't because they have just missions called Snake Tails, which aren't in continuity. It's like, okay,
what's the point?
Or rather, give me the story of the side that when Snake does his stuff,
Yeah.
That'd have been actually, I think, an extra treat for fans because in the sense that it'll get the players because you'd be like, now I've done it as Raiden, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me go for fight. Let me go and play as Snake, and then then you get an additional half a game with whatever with it.
Yeah, they should have.
Yeah, it would have been nice as a not necessarily an Easter egg, but just something bundled within there,
Yeah, it would have been like. Nice. I know.
Like you had to do a specific thing, specific times, or finish European Extreme Hard, or whatever. Sneak through the whole game without getting spotted or something.
Yeah.
Like that,
I do think if they'd brought it out now, they probably would do something like that, wouldn't they? Yeah. Yeah, because didn't that have the is it that? No, that was a different game because I think originally Substance was or whatever it is was meant to have a skateboarding like mini game in it where you do it's like Tony Hawk's but on bits of Big Shell
in the Big Shell, because in Metal Gear Solid 3 when Snake gets captured, he has a nightmare, and there's a nightmare level where you can play like a sort of a third person side scroll, no, a third person dungeon beat 'em up.
Yeah.
With his hooks or like weapons, special weapons and stuff.
Yeah.
And then they took it out when they remade it.
Yeah. Stupid Konami.
Which, it's like, oh, okay.
Why have it and then take it away from us?
Yeah. Exactly. It's like a PT.
Yeah.
Silent Hill PT where you can't have it now,
but you can buy a PlayStation
your console and stuff like that.
Yeah, we could buy a PS4 on eBay that has one on it. Yeah, it's just a weird thing. Oh, we forgot to talk about Metal Gear Arsenal. Metal Gear Arsenal. Oh, which was just a like a city large boat submarine. Yeah, it was very anticlimactic. I was like, oh, never gonna fight it because you can't fight it. It wouldn't make no sense. That's what I was like.
Yeah, you just imagine that, right?
Like, how do you? Okay, huh? Because I like the idea of it, but then it just all you did was ride it to crash into New York, and that was it. Like,
yeah.
Okay. And this is where we will kill the Patriots and show them blah 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 blah.
Yeah, except that the Patriots don't really. There's nothing to. The Patriots are mentioned, right?
Yeah.
Actually, it's funny as well because in the Metal Gear Solid novelization, they are retconned into that as well.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it's like anytime Snake's unconscious, people start talking about the Patriots.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. The low.
And at the end of this game, when you check the name, so you get the information.
Oh yeah,
of,
I love this bit. Yeah.
The names of the Patriots, yeah, and then Otacon checks them and he goes, yeah, but they're all dead over 100 years ago.
Yeah, because in the end, Snake gets the coordinates where they are in it, so he gets there and he goes, no one's here, and that's when I goes, I checked the names and they're all dead over 100 years ago. What?
Yeah. And then you're expecting, okay, maybe the next game's answered. Nope. The next game jumps into the past.
We go back in time to kind of make sense of the Patriots, because I didn't get that far with my storytelling, so I have to kind of make it up in this next game. Yeah. Oh, love it. Love it.
Yeah. Do you know about the La Le Lu Le Lo?
Yes. No.
Okay. So, it's the code. Okay. So I'm finding that's ages ago. Later on, right? But it's so you can't speak the word. You can't say the Patriots, right?
Yeah.
But you can't. But so they code worded it as the La Le Lu Le Lo, and I think is it in Phantom Pain or is it in Metal Gear 4? I can't remember. There's a guy who he's so committed to he's not under the hypnotic suggestion, right? So when he finally can say the Patriots, he just accidentally slips. He goes to speak to Snake and he goes, "Oh yeah, about about the Patriots."
I think that might be in 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think in Snake Eater 3.
Yeah.
I don't think they're known as Lilo yet.
Oh no, they are in they are called the Lo in this game.
Yeah.
Fortune Dad does it.
Yeah. But I think like in Peace. No, I keep saying Peaceful. In Snake Eater, they're still the Patriots, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then Lilo comes after that. But then nothing about it. When we get to Snake Eater, that's not gonna make. That's another weird bit, that retcon stuff. Then like that doesn't make. It makes sense, but doesn't make sense because okay.
What's the Colonel whatever who has the face of Raiden?
Oh, Rykovich?
Yeah.
Yep.
Who is the who's the big guy?
What the
electric boss? I can't remember.
Volkov.
But he's clearly yeah.
Yeah.
Say Raiden's clearly right.
Yeah. Can't wait to talk about that.
Even though in this game, but then you talk about claiming Raiden or nothing like that.
No.
So I think Semi is an Easter egg, and Semi is like, well, that doesn't make any sense because why would you have?
Yeah, I think it's just like I say, like a little gag to like, see what we did, yeah, because you all said he was a woman, so we're making him very sort of yeah.
You say that as well, but like when Snake's got a sneaker suit, he looks like buffly built. Like I want to say, I don't want to say like Robert Pattinson Batman, because you remember he was wearing that, and then he was wearing the Batman suit, and then he was wearing the hoodie, and he looked massive, right?
Yeah.
But then Raiden's gear is a bit more form-fitting, which is a bit weird. I say weird because it's like he's like a male K-pop star.
Yeah.
So he can appeal to both sides of the equation. Because the president, no, he's the president, right? Not George Shears, the other president, right? When Raiden goes to rescue him, And the first thing he does, because Raiden's got long hair as well, is try to cup check Raiden.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's that about?
Yeah, that was weird. But then, doesn't the DARPA chief do that snake in Metal Gear?
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure he does something weird like that in that as well. Well, I say DARPA chief, I mean Deco Octopus. Yeah.
Exactly. What he does is that's slightly weird, right? That you don't clock on the first time is when the guy in the outside is telling the DARPA chief to shut up, and the DARPA chief looks at him and waves him away.
Yeah.
And you're like, why is he listening to? Only when you think about it, it's like, why is he listening to the DARPA chief? You know?
Yeah. That only makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah. So I will say, yeah. So it's right. The Raiden character is a different type of character from the Solid Snake character, and I think it's more like in Japan or in Asian that they're more the you got the pretty boys.
Yeah. Like every Sentai character, Super Sentai hero guy is like looks like a K-pop star or J-pop star.
Exactly. And some of these K-pop stars, by the way, I'm not looking at people that have to wear makeup, right? But some of them wear a bit too much makeup. And contouring on their face. And you're like, wow, that's a bit,
a bit much. Yeah.
But then again, hey, I'm not a K-pop star, so
no.
Who knows? Who knows exactly what they have to do to appeal to? Look, you want to make as much money as you can, right?
Yeah. But what I would say though is right, like I would say Snake's sneaking suit in Metal Gear Solid 2 is a big visually to me, even though it's more detailed, it's a big step down from his one in Metal Gear Solid 1.
I will say but for the now he's in that Antarctica Shadow Moses whatever, right?
Yeah.
And the sneaking suit is a bit of a dark grey tones of color, right?
Yeah, but it looks kind of like more bulky.
I will say not necessarily this suit is bright blue, but there's very pale colors here, and it's like, how can you stick in the shadows,
Yeah. So
do you think if they adjusted the colors of the suit, it'd be better?
I don't know. Just it seemed more like because the one he has in Metal Gear kind of looks kind of like bits of padding. He's got the kind of the collar bit, right, and all that stuff. And in the one he has in Metal Gear Solid 2, it's kind of like body fitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why even like I think Raiden's sneaking suit was better because like it's that they call it a skull suit, and it's got like it looks like it's got like bits of armor and stuff on it. Snake's one just was like
it's got like where the ribs are, the bones as well.
Yeah.
Ish sort of thing, but not really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it seems like he could take like a bullet. The Snake's one looks like literally like a wetsuit. Yeah, so I don't know.
Well, to be fair, he was going into the water. Well, okay, to be fair, Raiden was also going into the water to infiltrate as well.
So yeah.
Fine.
Oh, and we didn't talk about one of the worst characters. Well, some people's worst character in a game, and her weird backstory.
Oh, Mr. X.
No, Mr. X.
Okay.
Oh, we talk about that as well. Otacon and his stepsister EE. Yeah.
Okay. Actually, hold on. Do you want to do Mr. X first?
Yeah.
That's cleaner to do. And then we will get sidetracked with that one afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you were saying one of the worst characters and you were alluding to a female, Mr. X, aka Deep Throat, but not really because he says, "Oh no, Mr. X."
Yep.
Because he's like Raiden's like,
"Hey,
Deep Throat from Shadow Moses." And he's like, "All right."
Oh wait, no. I'm not him.
yeah. Even though then you are a cyborg ninja. Even though you're not because you're a woman
in a suit.
You're actually Olga Dorikovich because they kidnapped your son.
Daughter.
And now you are feeding information to the other side.
Yeah.
But because they want to run with the triple S steady state simulation, they start adding all these other things, and it's just like
yeah. That was an awkward one. Yeah. Because even the reveal was like, okay, huh?
Yeah.
I get it.
It's like no attachment to the character. You're just there to play a part because someone else played that part previously. That's it,
And he gets shot in the head for it.
Yeah.
At least he went out kind of like cool, but shot in the head.
But yes, you were saying about EE. Okay, so there's Emma Emmerich, right?
Yep.
There's Hal Emmerich,
Yep.
aka Otacon, and then there's the stepmother and his actual father.
Yeah. Who is the stepmom? Who is EE's mum?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
but not Hal's mum. Because he's stepmom.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that's because, and the way that's why we have to clear it up, because Hal, when he was a teenager, 18, 19 or whatever, had
Maybe
an affair
younger.
with his stepmom.
Yeah.
That caused his actual dad to go and drown himself.
Yeah.
And then EE came to try and save him.
Yeah. And
And
almost
then
drowned
that's
as
why she
well.
got her.
Yeah.
Sorry?
And she almost drowned as well. Yeah.
And then they took out the wall and revived her, but he died. And it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, Hal is all guilty because of what he did and what the So
Yeah.
he decided best go off and do other things.
Yeah.
And then she decided, you know what? I don't know what's up with him, but if I can go and work in the same field as him at some point, I will be able to rekindle our family connection or whatever.
Yeah. That's why my glasses, because he wears glasses. I don't really need glasses. Like, come on, man, you're in your 20s. Why are you doing this?
Yeah.
Why are you trying to
No,
get...
I don't think she's a bad character.
No, she's not a bad character. It's just the mission.
Yeah. Like, you know, when you have to take on the water, she has to hold her breath or stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And then she conveniently gets that drug or something like that, so she can't really. You have to help her snipe. She can't run quickly across the bridge.
Yeah. So you gotta hold off the snipers and stuff.
Yeah.
And then she gets over, and then this vamp just jumps out of the woman, and then stabs. Well, you don't know you stab her until later on. She's like, "Oh, I'm bleeding." Like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna die." And then Hal comes and is like, "I'm sorry, EE. I slept with your mom." Like, oh, that's a great thing though if I die.
I feel if she was in it for a particular section, right?
Yeah.
But there needed to be something else to build a bit longer to that. She'd have to have more interactions or stuff like that, crisscrossing.
Yeah.
And then you go to that. It's rather than you introduce her, do a couple of missions, and then she's dead, and it's just like, okay, you know.
Yeah. And then it's kind of bad as well, because then when she dies and Hal does his little scream like ee, like Emma would have sounded like, you know, he's like, why didn't you just write a script Emma, which would sound more emotional than like you can't make ee sound like I don't know.
And then you have then the parrot is like, I miss you, Hal. I miss you, Hal.
And he's like,
I'm like, oh, you know what? I get where they were going for here.
Yeah,
you know,
I get it.
I get this bit. I get this bit.
I get the
but
payoff.
the melodramatic story that preceded it.
Yeah.
And then the scream of sorrow that happened after that.
Yeah.
Okay, you know.
Sure, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, you're like, I mean, it's part of the story. I'll roll with it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much necessary some of these parts are, but whatever.
Whatever, sure.
I got a game to finish. I'm gonna find out what the rest of the story is.
I love it, man. It was hilarious. Oh.
It's I mean, you'd have thought, right, by the way, if that was an AI story or whatever, you'd be like, okay,
yeah,
how much of this game is real and how much of it isn't? No, but because we actually have the characters' interaction here on screen, we know that. Yeah.
They went out of their way to get her into. But then, wait, I remember, because isn't one of the plot points is that they didn't account for Snake being there?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, because Liquid Revolver Ocelot fed the information as though it was from EE.
Yeah, that's how they end up getting there. But I mean, but the because that's one of his double crosses, isn't it? That he does that. Yeah, because I know the patrons that didn't anticipate Snake and Otacon being there. So it was kind of like the I was gonna say, I can't remember. There's a word for it, but yeah, there was like the anomaly for it. Like, oh, you're here. Huh. We just thought it was gonna be a simple mission, and then that's when everything's not going for rails.
Well, no, but then that doesn't make any sense. That makes so then you're saying fake Colonel Campbell sent Raiden on that mission because of information that came from EE to them?
Maybe. Because I know, like.
But that wouldn't make. Why would?
Because I know.
Go on.
Because like, it's not gonna really spoil it. Because like, they got Ocelot involved in this, but then he's a triple agent or whatever. Yeah, he's like a quadruple agent.
He's on his own side.
Yeah. So so he's the one that informed secretly Snake and I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then the Patriots didn't know that he involved Snake in that. Okay. So they're like, yeah. So he's, the Daniel Bryan of the situation. Yeah, that's kind of the only way I can kind of say it. Yeah, it's a weird one. But yeah,
the Daniel Bryan WrestleMania
30. Yeah.
Yeah. The situation where you're like, okay, so we tried as much to bury them as possible, but you know what?
Yeah.
We can't deny it now.
Can't deny it.
Even though you know that isn't the plan, and we know it isn't the plan,
but
we all pretend it is the plan.
Yeah, we're gonna go along with it because we kind of lucked into this. Yeah, sort of thing. Which I still say to this day, they lucked into that whole situation. Yeah. So 23 years. Wait, wow.
Well, the game itself took place in 2009, right?
I think so. That sounds about right. Because Metal Gear Solid 1, Metal Gear Solid is set 2005. And I think it's so the big shell, the tanker incident is 2007, if I'm correct. And then this is a year later. So yeah.
2 years later,
yeah. So that timeline does make sense, yeah. Wow. Metal Gear. Yeah. That's crazy, man.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I just remember not being so fond of this game is the main thing. Not the mechanics of the game, because I do like that.
Yeah.
It's just this dude Jack. What? That reminds me. Did you ever play Metal Gear Revengeance?
Yes
Metal
and
Gear
no.
Rising, sorry. Metal Gear Rising.
Revengeance.
Revengeance.
Yeah. I've got it. Like, I didn't get to play it, but I watched my brother do most of it. Yeah. That's the first time ever. Yeah, that game is insane. Yeah.
I downloaded it for Xbox, but then I think my console crashed before.
Yeah.
Xbox 360, and I think I still have it on my hard drive.
Yeah.
But I think my console itself
it's probably
died.
Dead.
Yeah. I can't play it. Is it any good?
Yeah, it's great, man.
Does it continue the story of Raiden?
Yeah. Even though it kind of retcons and adds bits to it, but yeah, it's good.
See, I don't mind if Raiden's a separate character with his own separate franchise, the Metal Gear Rising franchise, or whatever it is, The Metal Gear Solid should be a Solid Snake franchise, but, not necessarily a Solid Snake, a Snake franchise, yeah?
Yeah.
So, Revengeance, how did that play? Was it just more, was it a interactive movie, as some of these games are?
No, it's more of an actual game.
Okay.
But then, like, the last cutscene was really like nuts. Yeah. Well, not saying not like last chapter of the game where it starts getting like super.
But do you have the codec calls and all that standard stuff, or is it just like
that? I can't remember.
To do action-orientated missions.
You can do it stealth.
Half of the swords.
You can do it stealth, but like most people just did it because you've got like a laser cut blade. You're gonna like, you know what? I'm cutting everything off, so you do that.
Yeah. That's what the blade's for, right?
Yeah. So I keep meaning actually go back and play it.
Look how reflective and cybernetic Raiden is.
Yeah.
Please, man. If they wanted him to be stealthy, they'd make him look a bit more like Cyborg Ninja. But they're like, nah.
We already got one of those. Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy who's got half a jaw.
Yeah. What happened? What happened to him then at that point?
So between Metal Gear Solid 2 and Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of Patriots, Raiden, something happens to him. He starts going kind of off the rails, we'll say, all right? And then
Did Rose lose the baby?
No, well, he thinks Rose loses the baby.
Okay.
And then, see, some of this is kind of spoilers for Metal Gear Solid 4.
No, go on.
Yeah.
For Metal Gear Solid 4?
Yeah. Because Revengeance is set between 2... It's set before 4 and... It's weird. It's set during a certain part of 4 and then after 4.
Okay, so would it be a bit like Resident Evil 3, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Where it takes place before Resident Evil 2, and then Jill gets KO'd, and then
Yeah.
it takes place after.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so saying that, when is it more relevant if I'm asking you about Raiden now and for you to explain Revengeance, Metal Gear Solid Rising, or do we wait till Metal Gear Solid 4?
Wait till Metal Gear Solid 4 because a lot of it's kind of said in that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
We become the
Fair
badass.
enough.
Yeah.
Do you recommend playing that game?
Yeah, I recommend
Okay.
it. Like it's like the last boss is ridiculously like crazy and hard, but it's worth it in the end. Especially when you get to hear.
Well, if I'm not playing it though, you recommend I do a YouTube
Yeah.
watch through. Okay.
Yeah.
I might just do that.
Yeah, because you get to hear someone say "nano machines, son." Yeah, it's great.
Which are you alluding to the existence of Solid the Snake in that game? Because he's saying son.
No. Solid Snake appears somewhere else, but not in.
No,
this game.
Solidus.
Yeah, he appears in something else, but not
Okay.
Revengeance. Yeah, something else.
Oh, okay.
Well, technically.
All right. So when you said son, you don't mean son.
No, just how the guy speaks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Great, man. It's great. Oh, so stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. So Wacky Koenig. What did it? So you said it almost tempted you to reset your console, switch the game off.
Yeah.
I bet you there was a certain amount of people that actually.
Did. Yeah. Especially you do that, and then Colonel calls you and says like, "Well, I was taking a long drive down to blah blah blah," and then the sun decided went orange, and I woke up in my bed. Just want to tell you that, and you're like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah, and all the nonsense that Rose also comes about with, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, congratulations.
Yeah.
You know, it is pure and utter nonsense.
It's nuts.
It doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
No.
But it gets to vibe through the entire game of exactly what's going on, which is like,
what
is going on?
What is going on? We don't know ourselves.
Yeah.
Because we're crazy AI.
It's just wacky tangents that they go on just for the jokes of it, apparently, right?
Yeah.
To troll the game. But hey, you know.
Hey, man. You know. It makes us all laugh.
but then it's funny as well because right at that point because Colonel actually realized that I've never met you before.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
You just realize that now? That you just met him. You never met him? Okay. But then, why would you need to meet? I don't know. Because, Snake met Colonel before, but he knew Colonel.
That was different.
Yeah. That's different.
Metal Gear 2, and then they kidnapped him at the beginning of Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, so he wouldn't make it. Yeah. Plus, they inject the fox dye into him. It's like, ugh.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
What's that?
Exactly.
I don't know. Yeah. Oh. It's great.
I did like it as well where they used the microphone as well. So you could sometimes hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to use it to hear between the walls, but then you had to actually use it to hear the pacemaker.
Yeah.
The pacemaker, right?
Yeah. Forgot about that. Yeah. Aims. Yep, I remember that. Yeah.
So there's all sorts of neat stuff that they added into the game where you like different mechanics and stuff like that. Like, oh, this is actually kind of neat stuff to do. There was where the birds pooped on the big shell, and then if you run across too far, like if you
he does a cartoon little slip. Boom, boom. Yeah.
And then there was one where you're on the girders or whatever, right? And then some guys one of the soldiers is peeing off to the side, and if you don't sneak past quick enough,
he'll catch you.
You have to put your back against the thing, right?
Yeah.
You could get hit in the crossfire.
Yeah.
Become what the Kenny Omega Kota Ibushi double 450 splashes.
Yeah. Awkward. But saying that, there was another thing I forgot quickly to mention. You know, on the tanker level, if you stay outside for too long, you get a cold. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's quite clever.
And as it's raining, if you're running inside from the rain outside and you leave wet footsteps, then alert the guards as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Oh, and on the tanker level, where the Marines are, where Fortune's dad is talking about the whatever's the Metal Gears, yeah. And then if you sneak to the back for some reason and you start pressing the slides, way ahead of what he's saying, right?
Yeah.
Eventually, I think ladies in bikinis start, the Japanese models in bikinis start popping up.
Oh, that's another
And then
weird
everyone,
thing about the game.
and then you get all the exclamation parts
Yeah.
pop up on the top of all the Marines, and they turn it back, and it's Snake.
It's like.
Yeah.
There was something. Oh.
Oh, and you got the magazine now that you got the FHM magazine.
Yeah.
Right? That you can drop on the floor, and then the guards, instead of like, they walk over it and they drop on their knees and hands to start looking. You don't bend over to pick it up or anything.
No,
like that.
they
Just
drop
like,
their
yeah.
knees. It's like
Yeah.
that's a weird way to pick up a magazine. I mean,
Yeah.
or even
But
read a
I do
magazine.
like as well. I do like that you can open. You can open some drawers as well, lockers, right?
Hmm.
And have the ladies in their bikinis and swimwear.
Yeah.
And that's a distraction to the guards as well.
Yeah, that was
Makes
cool.
sense, you know?
Yeah, it's a good game, man. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Love that. I love Metal Gear, like in general. Yeah.
I think it was adding the things that you couldn't do before.
Yeah.
Because like with the pixelations of Metal Gear Solid,
Yeah.
you couldn't pull off something like that.
No.
You know, there's different ways you can distract the guards.
Yeah. It was great.
Mm.
I love that game.
Yeah. So technically, I think there was a mod to make it a first person.
Yeah.
Game, which I don't think it's not built for it.
No, so how would it sort of work?
If they designed it specifically, like as an aside, that's different, right?
Yeah.
But you're playing a game that is a third person as a first person, and your peripheral is not completely covered.
Yeah, so it wouldn't make any sense.
In that sense.
Yeah. Well, good on modders for making that. It's weird,
yeah.
But...
It's cool.
Yeah.
But then it's like, you know, when you're leaning against the wall and you peek out the corner.
Yeah, how is that gonna work? Yeah.
And then when you have to fight some of the bosses.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I suppose all the cutscenes though, the cutscenes are the cutscenes, and they'll just change into the third person.
Yeah, we'll just shuffle back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Won't lock him to that frame, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Oh, man.
But
you hold this in. Okay. So, based on the games, okay. So we're not going to count the NES / MX games, MSX games. So Metal Gear, the 3D games, we'll just only count them, yeah.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid, Twin Snakes, I'll throw in there as well, right?
Yeah.
Metal Gear 2, Sons of Liberty, Snake Eater, Guns of the Patriot, Phantom Pain, Ground Zeroes. Where would you put Metal Gear Solid 2?
I'll say story-wise, I would put it at 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
After Metal Gear Solid.
No.
Okay. Which is number 1 for story?
Number 1 for story is Metal Gear Solid 4 for me.
Okay. All right.
Because it kind of wraps up everything. Well, I say wraps up everything. It kind of does until Phantom Pain comes and makes a lot more mess. But yeah.
Right. I haven't played Phantom Pain, so I can't really say. Wait, Ground Zeroes as well?
Yeah, and Ground Zeroes, yeah.
As in, you know how they said it was part 1 and part 2?
Yeah. It is.
But really, is it part 1, part 2? I haven't played either of them, to be honest.
It could be just one big game. But yeah, it's just to get more money out of people, they split into 2 bits. Because literally, Ground Zeroes, you can complete that game in 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
10 minutes. You can complete that game in 10 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So the game is like 10 hours of cutscenes?
No, it's not like literally. There's probably about 2 cutscenes.
Oh,
okay. To be honest with you, like it's literally, like as my friend put it when it came out, it is a demo that you paid for. Yeah.
Interesting.
Like if you're not doing little, like the main mission is literally getting to a certain point and that's it, right? But you can like go around the base and stuff like that. But there's nothing like story wise that you need to do.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So it's literally just like, okay, this is what the PS4 and Xbox One can do. Basically, that's basically it was a tech demo. Basically, that's what it was. Okay. But you paid for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not worth it. You can literally play that game.
So you found that for story because there's no story to it.
Literally, you could pick up Phantom Pain without even playing Ground Zero.
Because... Oh, so you haven't played Peace Walker as well, right?
Yeah, I played Peace Walker. Yeah.
Okay. But I mean, if I don't slot it in the okay, where would you put the story in that?
So I don't. Peace Walker's alright, but that's another one that gets kind of a bit like.
Okay. So your stance is that. Wait, did you say Guns of the Patriot was
the
best
my favorite?
Okay.
Yep.
Right.
Story-wise.
That's your favorite, yeah. But you're not saying it's the best story. You're saying it's your favorite. That's different, yeah.
Well, to me, best story as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. See, I haven't played Ground Zeroes or Phantom Pain, so I can't say. But I would say Metal Gear Solid 1. Well, overall game as well, because I'll put it's between Twin Snakes and Sons of Liberty towards the bottom of what I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah. But because Twin Snakes is a bit too bombastic.
Yeah.
And because it's not a straight remake.
No. Well,
it's not a one-to-one remake.
No.
Bit, yeah. But it doesn't seem as much as I would say PlayStation 1 had 32-bit graphics. Yeah. Something about Twin Snakes is missing, like the heart of.
Yeah, I was about to say that. It's the heart of it. It's a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Like it's like a Michael Bay movie. That's what I want to say. Like it's all the flash and like, oh, this is amazing, this is great. But then when you think about it, it's like, what is it? What is the substance? What is this? Like the OG Metal Gear Solid 1, it's got the heart and soul and the feel and all that stuff there. But Twin Snakes is like, okay, now we're gonna add in someone doing a backflip for no reason and explosions and 360 turn. Yeah, you're like, okay,
yeah.
All right. Well, what is this game still? I mean, how about what is this?
Yeah.
You haven't added anything.
Makes Snake look a bit too over the top competent.
Yes.
Yeah. So the Liberty. I mean, look, it's not terrible. It's not amazing. It's fine. But I feel like if you were playing through, even at this point, if you were playing through the entire game as Snake, it'd still be okay. You just need a whole different story, and I don't know if necessarily the reason that I hold Sons of Liberty less is because it was basically just Shadow Moses remade as well.
Yeah, but it has heart, unlike Twin Snakes.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. It definitely does. It definitely does have that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, how much heart that? Why? Look, man. Jack doesn't exactly come off with the same sort of charisma as David does.
But yeah, I kind of get what you mean.
Yeah, he's a bit more. Rose, why? Why are you talking to me, Rose? Why?
But then I feel like that makes him, to me, more relatable because Snake, he's not really relatable, is he? Like in Metal Gear, like I said, like Metal Gear Solid 1, he's just generic action hero, right? It's not till like Metal Gear Solid 4, in my opinion. When we get to the review, we'll talk more about it. Where he actually like has a character and seems more vulnerable.
No. I say in Metal Gear Solid 1, you learn a lot about Solid Snake.
Like what?
As a character.
Like.
Well, how the ladies do want him, like how they.
Yeah, but why? Just because he's grizzled old man?
Right? No. He explains his backstory. You do all the briefing when you go to the menu and you go through all the briefing and stuff like that. He doesn't even want to be there.
Yeah.
But and just like, oh, it's your old team, and then he's like.
But then a lot of that's basically a rip off.
I just want to spend Alaska with my dogs. Come on, man.
But then a lot of that's just basically a rip off of Snake Plissken from Escape from New York.
Well.
See, like, at least Raiden has like PTSD and like a woman who won't stop nagging him. No offense to anyone. And like weird daddy issues. You know what I mean? Like, he's got all relatable stuff.
Raiden might be in an abusive relationship, and that's why he's like, I don't want to actually come back to you, Rose, because you know when it's like them people that are being abused, man or woman, sometimes when they get home, like they just stall when they get home, and sometimes sit in their car if they're driving for ages and just not want to step inside the house because So
because of Rose, yeah.
Raiden was probably trying to make his mission last as long as possible, so he didn't have to speak to Rose for some reason. Who knows?
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. To be fair, we know the reasons because his own personal demons, which he didn't have therapy for. He decided to have his mind wiped instead. You know.
Yeah, well, not willingly. Not willingly.
Well, yeah, but it's like the Lex Luthor at the end of Smallville thing, where they just like, oh yeah, well, you know, through the entire 10 seasons or whatever, right? The 7 seasons that Mark Rosenbaum was actually in there. It's just like, how are they going to resolve this? Because he's not kind of like Lex Luthor's the enemy of Superman. But if he's childhood kind of teenage friends with Clark,
he would remember this, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And my logic was always, that's fine because he can be the enemy of Superman, but he'd be like, look, Clark, we were boys back in the day, right? I don't go after your family because you are not my enemy, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's like when you put on the costume, that guy, he's the one. Yeah. And then you could draw a fine line. I mean, they're a bit more nuanced than how I just simplified.
Yeah.
But then that's the separation. That's how you end it. That's how you can say in Smallville. It's just like he's got his own code of honor, right? Just like Sagat.
Yeah.
And he's just like you know, I don't go after anyone in the secret identity because I used to be because we all used to be boys back.
Yeah, I've got a bit of a code. Yeah.
It's just Superman, that guy, right? I got beef with him.
That guy, am I right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then, but what they do is, because they have that little, that talk in the Luthor mansion just before Darkseid's invasion and stuff like that. And and you're thinking, all right, that's what it's going to be, right? Luthor in this continuity just knows who he is, yeah.
Yeah.
No. What they do is get Tess Mercer, Luthor's sister, to touch him in the face with some nanotech, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And he just loses all his memories.
Because that makes sense.
How cheap?
Yeah, but that's always.
There's other ways they could have went, but you know they had to wipe continuity. And then in the Smallville season 11 comics, where it's like, I do know you, Clark Kent, and I know I hate Oliver Queen for a particular reason because. In the series, Oliver Queen blew him up, right?
Yeah.
But here it's just like, oh yeah. So we didn't. Your memories are kind of repressed, but not really, because then there's other things like it's just too many layers of
convenience.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like okay, we'll have this, we'll have that, yeah. But then there's a grand reveal, which is not a grand reveal because it seems like more of a Vince Russo swerve rather than a build towards it.
Yeah.
That's what it is for me.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I don't mind, by the way, Solidus being the kind of quote unquote father of Jack the Ripper, because that stuff I can get. Yeah. And that leads to his beef with him during the entire thing.
Yeah.
Solidus as well didn't seem like the greatest. The man who used to be president, right?
Yeah.
Should have come up a bit more. I don't know, something to him rather than the middle snake in a mech suit, but not really, because he's got the cannon tentacles.
Yeah.
And did he also have roller skates or blades or whatever? Because when he first appeared and he slides across the platform.
I think that suit gives him like super speed.
Yeah.
Because like when you find him on Metal Gear Arsenal, and he kind of like speeds and like cuts up the ground. So I don't know. I really don't actually know. Just like. It's not really explained. Because the game turns not to explain stuff
like
to
as
game
well,
after.
like you remember people in Metal Gear Solid, but there's not much to remember of Metal Gear Solid 2.
Except for the crazy.
They didn't make a mark in your mind.
Actually, no. Like the thing that keeps Metal Gear Solid 2 going, and it's gonna sound really weird, is Snake and Raiden and Vamp. Other than that, everything else is sort of forgettable.
Yeah. It's that until you get to a bit like you're saying with the insane Colonel.
Yeah. So
you just remember the AI going a bit nuts and fishing males, right?
Yeah.
And then Raiden being naked.
Yeah.
But not really, because he can, he covers himself up.
Covered his modesty, yeah.
And then the craziness of EE.
Yeah.
Like, right, I mean, I can remember bits of Metal Gear Solid where I'm like, yeah, this is deep story lore, right?
Yeah.
And the bits I remember of Metal Gear Solid 2 are the bits where they're like, hold on a second. I promise you, I did not just go into the back room there and sniff sniff
I didn't do a
stuff
line of
off
coke
the
before
toilet seat
before we
before
did
I
this.
speak to you, right?
No. Oh.
Like laying out the lines on the rim of the. I never got that, by the way. I don't know if you ever read the Flash comics in where Mirror Master was telling his own backstory,
No.
and he was in the Rogues Den or whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
And he's telling the reader his backstory, kind of, yeah. But
Yeah.
he's lining up his drugs on the toilet seat.
Oh,
Like,
and then does he mirror for the other side? Yeah.
I'm like, but over the toilet, there's a sink over there.
Yeah, like, bro.
You know what else you're sniffing? You know how often that is cleaned? Come on, man.
It's like, you didn't have to do this.
To be fair as well, if they cleaned it recently with bleach, right? You're sniffing bleach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mate,
Look, you have a mirror gun. You have a mirror gun. You can't put the gun down and start sniffing a line off the shape of the gun. Come on.
That might be why he's going insane, because of sniffing bleach.
Yeah.
Anything that kind of makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stupid
Yeah. Okay. But Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. Look, I'll give it credit where it helps progress the story along that you're interested in.
Yeah. Give it that. I still love it, but yeah.
Introduce a new character, how cool or not it is. I think that's comparable with how you think, how a person would think how cool Snake is in comparison.
Yeah.
I do prefer the characters that are a bit like a fish out of water sort of thing, with like, I'm in the situation, how am I gonna get out of it, right? It's like John McClane in Die Hard, except that at some point John McClane just became an action hero, and then when you watch Die Hard 4, you're like, okay, well, Justin Long's character is now that character.
Yeah.
Even though he can't do anything.
Yeah. But I don't know, like, I like both the characters. Like, I do like Snake more than Raiden, but then again, that's because of Metal Gear Solid 4, which we'll get into when we get there.
Okay.
But yeah, I kind of get people's gripes, but then I just feel like people didn't give him a chance. That's like how I.
Did you think before what they announced Metal Gear Solid 3 was going to be about? Did you think Metal Gear Solid 3 was going to be another, like a continuation of the story of Solid Snake and Raiden? Like, as in, it's different, by the way. You know, remember in the Spider-Man game where you can play as Miles and MJ?
Yeah.
Even though you don't do much in it, right?
Yeah.
Let's just say you're playing as Peter Parker, and then the Miles bits, he has powers, right?
Yeah.
So you flick through the characters doing different parts of the story.
Yes.
Is that what you thought?
I thought it was going to be that.
Metal Gear 3 or Metal Gear 2?
Metal
Gear Solid.
Yeah, I thought the next part of the 2 that I was going to do, like, you're going to go follow when Snake's gone off to find the / Patriots, and Raiden doing whatever he's doing. And then for it to go, oh, we're in the 60s now, I was like,
okay. Yeah.
Sure, I guess.
Yeah.
Who am I to question Hideo Kojima and his infinite knowledge?
No, like, I like Snake Eater. It's a good game.
Yeah. It's a great game.
But it's like, hold on a second, would it cover the backstory of this?
Yeah. So
how did we get here?
So we're going backwards now. So he's like, okay, all right. Set up groundwork, I guess. All right, sure.
Yeah. But then again, he reintegrates Metal Gear 1 and 2 into the continuity by beefing up their stories to the levels of making them sound so much more grand than they actually were.
Yeah. It's crazy. But I love it.
Yeah, I mean, okay, if you were to recommend someone play a Metal Gear game, you would say you would recommend them play Metal Gear Solid 2?
Yeah, but you need to play the others first.
No, I'm not trying to trap you here with whatever, right? But I know you're saying your favorite game is... Oh, no, you're saying Guns of the Patriot, then Metal Gear Solid 2, right?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, if you just had to give one game, without all the backstory and nothing, you just gave one game and said, play this game. Or would you say Metal Gear Solid 2 is a bit more steeped in the lore, and you kind of... look, I think you can play it without knowing the backstory.
You can, but then...
I wouldn't recommend it
because you'd be so lost, especially when I start talking about Solid Snake, and you're not Solid Snake, you're this guy. I'm like, wait, what?
Okay. No, but to be fair, they did do the beginning of Metal Gear Solid 2 with Solid Snake, so you have an idea of what's going on.
Yeah, but it's still a bit... I don't know, I think there's a lot you get like lost in translation with. Like,
Oh, so you would say you would recommend someone play your favorite Metal Gear Solid 4?
Yeah.
Like just right off the bat, yeah.
Right off the bat, it's gonna sound bad because there's actually like a 20-minute documentary tells you everything before
Oh,
on
okay,
it,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
And then
Yeah, yeah.
also I think the quality of life, the controller wise, is a lot better. So I'll probably say go and play that first.
See, I would see. Would I would like to say I would say to someone play Metal Gear Solid first.
Mm.
But if someone said to me I can't handle the graphics, then I'd be like, all right, fine. But don't play Twin Snakes.
Yeah, no, because then you would be like, what is this?
So I might have to say let's just start with Metal Gear Solid 3 in that case.
Maybe, yeah.
You know, start in chronological order.
Yeah, that'd make more sense. I think I tried that. Didn't work.
You looking forward to Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta, the remake that's coming up?
Yes. Coming out
Do you
next
think
month, I think.
Do you think it's gonna be a well done version, or do you think it's gonna be a version that's be like Twin Snakes?
I don't know. I feel like it. Oh, now it could be. It could be another Twin Snakes, but I don't know. I have faith that it will be good. Not saying that Twin Snakes wasn't good, but I don't think they'll stray too far away from the original.
Why? By the way, why do you think they're making remaking Metal Gear Solid 3 and not 2?
I have no idea. Pretty easier. I don't know. It might be easier to convert, I guess. I don't know.
All right. I feel like if they do were to remake 2, just like you know how they remade the Resident Evil games with additional story stuff like, they should do the bit where you are playing a snake on the other side of the big shell.
Yeah. Unless everything I can think of is they might be doing 3 first because they might be doing it in chronological order, like the remakes, and they might be not retconning stuff.
Metal Gear Solid again, then?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, toned down version of Twin Snakes.
Yeah, and I also think that they might change like some of the story in number 3, and like, it might be like retcon stuff, but who knows? In Delta, who knows?
Here's the thing, right? When you're making stuff up as you're going along, right?
Yeah.
And then you're like, you know what, I can fix it. Which version of it, the game is now continuity, you know?
Yeah.
Like with the Resident Evil games.
Yeah.
You know? So, is it Resident Evil 1? Or Resident Evil 1 on the GameCube? That's the original one.
Yeah.
But then Jill looks different now.
Yeah. So,
Are they in their own continuities, each one?
That's a good point.
Are the remakes in their own continuity, like as in Resident Evil GameCube, then 1, 2, and 3, and then 1, 2, and 3 on the PlayStation is that game, and then but then where does 4 fit in? Can it be a branch of both of them?
Unless it's remake 4? Sliding timelines. The only thing I kind of think of like the GameCube that one's in one timeline. Yeah, who knows? But
it's because the characters that start they use different face models.
Yeah. Which is
So then you're like, okay, how does Jill go from there to there looking different? Is it different continuity?
Yeah. Because Chris looks completely different. Chris in like Resident Evil 7 and 8 looks completely different from Chris in Resident Evil 5 and 6.
And 1.
Yeah. But 1, he's a block, so yeah, you know.
No. I mean the FMV.
But yeah. I forgot about that.
I mean, Wesker looks like Wesker, so we can say
Wesker.
At least that's something right.
He's the only one who's like kind of stayed looking the same throughout the whole sort of thing.
Something as we're talking about games that representative of characters. Randomly, I'm just gonna say this, right? I know it's nothing to do with Metal Gear, right? But your boy Roman Reigns has been cast as Akuma in Street Fighter.
Yeah, I saw that.
And did you know that your other boy Cody Rhodes might be cast as Guile? I see your boy. I'm just joking around, by the way.
Maybe he's my boy, but
yeah.
Okay. Huh. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Huh.
Yeah. And you know who's cast as Ryu?
Oh, the guy from Bullet Train, isn't it?
No. Is he? Do you ever watch Warrior?
No.
That TV series?
No.
Andrew Koji, no?
Oh, I swear he's in Bullet Train. I could be completely wrong.
Maybe you're alright. I just can't remember him in Bullet Train. Maybe he is. But he's half. I think he's half Japanese, half half white. But Hollywood, right?
Yep. Hollywood's gone Hollywood.
But then again, okay, so if you're taking a full Japanese character, making him half white, right? And
Yeah.
Ken's meant to be a half Japanese character.
Yeah.
Who looks full white, right?
Yeah.
Or they're just gonna make Ken an actual white guy.
Yeah, he won't. Yeah, yes, yeah, he's the guy, Andrew Koji. Yeah, he's in Bullet Train. Yeah. He's the.
Do you think in the new Street Fighter they're even gonna mention that Ken has Asian DNA in him somewhere?
Maybe. It might be like a throwaway line. Yeah. Like, yeah, Ken's mom's Japanese, we think, and then carry on. Like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, right. Let me just divert back to Metal Gear, right?
Yeah.
We just jumped into another video game and wrestling as well. So let's get back to where we were.
Yes.
So you would recommend, like, because sometimes you wouldn't recommend someone a game that is your favorite game only because it starts off pretty dense.
Yeah.
And continuity and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
But you're saying you fully recommend someone Metal Gear Solid 4, and they would not get lost.
They won't get lost because it's what the thing at the beginning. That's the reason why I say that. But
all right.
But like you said, if you want to go if you want to be a purist, I'll say start with Metal Gear Solid 3 Peace Walker, and then 1, 2.
No, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater.
Yeah.
If
you want to be a purist, yeah. But we'll see.
I don't. For my own enjoyment, I don't know where I'd put Sons of Liberty. But I'd probably just say do it in the release order.
Yeah.
The games.
Yeah.
And then let them know.
Let them know what is what. Yeah.
Yeah. Just so there be expectations. Like, oh, you'll play a Snake, but then you'll play as another character. So don't get disappointed. Don't have to start resetting your console and thinking what's going on and stuff like that.
Why is he a different person now?
Yeah. Exactly. Oh. Yeah. I wouldn't even warn them about the EE backstory and all that stuff.
No. I think that's something now.
Goes crazy, I would not say nothing about that. As well. I'll just say you enjoy it. What is going to appear in front of you on screen?
Yeah.
And
wait for the masterpiece to happen. You understand?
Yeah. Exactly. That's the best I could do it without knocking the game as well, because it's one of those things where if there was a game, right, if all these games, and I'd be like, oh, there's loads of twists and turns and stuff like that. But this game, I'd watch someone play, because then I'd be like, they'd look at me going, what?
Yeah. Explain yourself. No.
Exactly. No. You have finished that game and it will explain itself to you.
Explain itself to you. You may come out knowing everything or more confused.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm going with more confused.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, look, it's not a terrible game. I just think it's the partially you're not playing as the character you think you're playing as, and partially is like Hideo Kojima.
Yeah.
At some points, is any of this key to these characters' backstories that I'm not sure what's going on?
Yeah. It's like, huh. But if you want to be confused, man, you want to enjoy it. Oh. Best way of putting it.
Yeah. Personally, I cannot say that it's my favorite Metal Gear story. But then again, when you look at all the stories, they all have a certain level of out there-ness to it.
Yeah. It's kind of Metal Gear Solid thing. Yeah.
I mean, who would have come up with the Venom Snake, who's the Phantom and all that stuff?
Yeah. I'm your Phantom. Yeah.
Yes. And then it turns out that's the one that was killed in Outer Heaven, but not the one that Snake fights in Zanzibar. It's like even though in Snake's Revenge, the non-canon sequel, Big Boss came back as a cyborg to be fighting, and Venom Snake does have cybernetic parts, so maybe it is canon.
Yeah, it's that weird kind of rectifying what they want sort of thing, which I get, I guess. Yeah.
So you as we said from the beginning, you hold this game in a higher regard than me. I don't think it, like, even comparing it to the like just as the two games that we've already reviewed,
Yeah.
I'll say the story is much better in Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
I will say the graphics and the gameplay is better in Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah, I agree. I agree. But I still love it. Okay. So, I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Can't be anything else. Great game.
Well, it is something.
Yeah, it's an
acquired
acquired
taste.
taste.
As a backhanded compliment,
No,
right? It's worth playing to a certain degree.
Yeah.
As in, you as long as you know what you're expecting, that's all I can say about that.
Yeah, it's an acquired taste. I'll give it that. Yeah. Oh, okay.
It's all about the nuances of life, and then about the machines and taking over the world, and then who you are as a person, all this other. I want to say deepness, but at the same time, it's philosophical existence.
Yeah, philosophical existence and capitalism and authoritarianism, what buzzwords. Yeah.
It's like, wow, there's a lot going on in my game.
Yeah, didn't expect this, Especially 15-year-olds like, oh, this is above my head. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, at that point, the only thing that I saw that was outrageous and stuff. I say outrageous, but like mind-provoking was the Matrix. I was like, oh, okay. This is close to that. Well, yeah, this took the Matrix and just crapped on it. Yeah, like confusion-wise. Okay, well, play it, everyone. If you want, I don't know. Or just
Look, if you have played it, let us know your opinion. And if you haven't played it, play it. Then let us know your opinion.
Yeah, do that. Oh. But yeah, I guess this is us signing off. First time I've ever said that. Oh. Well, thank you for listening to us talk about the best Metal Gear Solid game in the franchise, Metal Gear Solid 2: Sons of Liberty. Let us know if you liked it, if you played it. Let us know if you remember where you was when you bought it. I remember where I was because I didn't actually get to buy it. I had to get my brother. I had to send my brother to buy it because I had to go to a birthday party. And 23 years later, I still resent those people whose birthday it was on that day because I've rather been at home playing this. But hey, it is what it is. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our social media handles like Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. That's all on top of the screen if you're watching on YouTube. If you listen to this in the audio realm, it should be in the description drop down thing down below. We'll be back very soon. You want anything to say?
Well, I say Metal Gear Solid 3, but that is whenever we get
whenever. It's coming. Whenever. Yeah. It might even be after Delta comes out. Who knows? All right. Because I want to play Delta. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, mate, for you,
yeah.
We can wait. We can wait,
yeah. Because it won't take me that long. I say it won't take me that long, but be enough time. Yeah.
I think Delta's coming out later this month.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. It's either later this month or beginning of next.
Yeah, we can wait.
We can wait, yeah. It's not that much. But wait. It'd be worth it, guys. It'd be worth it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I have been the man who went on a world-saving mission to get away from talking to my girlfriend about my feelings, Carl Charles. And
I am the Lalelulelo, CY Chon.
The Lalelulelo. And thank you for taking a trip with us around the multiverse. Also, don't forget to tip your AI because AI is going to eventually take over the world. Yes, and see you guys next time.
I'll give you wacky stories of driving the car.
Yep.
Parking on top of a hill, looking down at the sunset, going, yeah. And then it'll diverge on something else next time it calls you for the codex.
About toast, yeah.
Yeah.
This doesn't make any sense.
Toast, and you know what? Tofu as well, right?
Yeah, like.
You just start skipping different subjects, and then the AI will tell you it's pregnant, and you're like, hold on a second.
Hold on. What? Huh? And then the AI will call you back and have a skull face. You're like, this makes little to no sense. But then he wouldn't be able to see this. Wait. Yeah, that's why the code. Yeah, the codec never made sense to me in his games. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't see the codex. So what's that? I know it's just for the visualness of for the players to look at.
Yeah.
The characters wouldn't be looking at the codex. So.
No, because like
unless of course when you press against your earbone and then it gives you a
but then that's
a
weird.
projection. But that exactly.
Because then
unless of course you've got contacts that also
it could be.
But then how do you see the radar? How do you see the radar?
Yeah. Yeah, because that's now think back now. We're starting off, but like in Metal Gear Solid 1 when Master Miller reveals that he's Liquid Snake.
Yeah.
And it shows on the code that it's like, I don't get this reveal because again, if he can't see it, then what is the point?
He changed his voice. He changed his voice, though.
It's so dumb. Oh yeah. Until next time, guys.
Yeah, he unties his hair and takes his sunglasses off, right? And Snake no sells it because he can't see it, right? And then he speaks in his British accent, and then finally Snake's like, I get it. Yeah.
Stupid. Yeah. But yeah. Dun, 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 dun,
Oh, by the way,
Snake.
Just before we actually sign off, right?
Yep.
Do you prefer the animated codex calls, like in Metal Gear Solid, like how they did those, or do you like the how they changed it in Metal Gear 2 with like the 3D characters speaking?
I don't mind either, if I'm honest.
See, I prefer if they had the codex calls as a continuity thing, just like they're in Metal Gear Solid, the first one, where it's just like animated characters.
I don't know.
It felt it a bit. I say animated, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
With that artwork and stuff like that, not strictly animated. Because that's on the codec, you don't really get to see it. I just think when you use the 3D figures, it's just not as that's out of game visuals,
Yeah, well, I think it works for me because it's showing the power of the PlayStation 2, and then you actually get to see what that person would look like in proper 3D rather than animated. That's why I was like,
I think the animated one looks a bit looks cooler. That's all.
Yeah, some of the people did. Yeah.
I think also because it's animated, they can show a lot more emotion and stuff like that. Like when they over exaggerate the features when Otacons like they're in the lift with you, the people that are wearing the stealth suits.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be like that on the 3D one. They can't do like ham it up.
Yeah, probably if they did it now, they probably could. But yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah. But the hand drawn ones probably for the emotional parts. Yeah, make better.
Yeah. Probably would take a lot more time.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
especially since as well, they've got to animate them for stuff that they do say. However, as a player, you might not call Natasha all the time, or Master Miller all the time to ask about specific things.
Yeah.
Whereas even if they built it into the game in Metal Gear Solid 2, and you could ask everyone everything, the 3D model just does the talking. The flapping lips.
Yeah.
To sync it up, rather than you having to animate everything like that.
But most of the 2D animated ones are the same. It's like the same, like. So not when like the story key points happen where they're like over animated and stuff. So yeah, I get it. Yeah, no, I agree with that. Yeah. Maybe the 2D one was better. Yeah. Okay, but yeah. Side tangent over. Sorry. And yes, thank you guys for taking a trip with us around the Multiverse. Bye. Boom. Oh, crap.